So hey guys, I hope you are doing great. All lots of love for all the future cabin crews. So in this video, I'm gonna be share about my experience of Vistara airline. First, I decided that when I will select, then I will make video of my experience. But now my cooling period time is cleared, so I can make the video. एंड मैं जा सकती हूँ दोबारा इंटरव्यू के लिए सो मेरे पास और एक एक्सपीरियंस हो जाएगा सो इफ़ यू वांट अनदर वीडियो फॉर माय नेक्स्ट interviews of experience, so you can do the comment. But first thing I want to share all of you that on my last video I got a comment of one of sweet girl was said like that the my height is 154 centimeter, so I'm very worried about my interviews, I should to go or not. So I personally prefer you should to go, because if you will go for the interviews, definitely you contain lots of experience there. So I personally prefer you should to go. And don't think too much about the negatives, like I don't have too much height, I should to go or not. I think you should to go, because I was also one of them. I always thought like that my height is not too good, but when I went for the interview for Vistara Airlines, and my BMI was totally cleared, and then I know that if you are listening to another people that your height is not good, you should not to go there. But I personally prefer you should to go. When you will go, then you know that what types of problems you are facing. Okay. Because I was also know that these types of things, because मैं भी गई थी, मुझे भी लगता था भाई मेरी हाइट अच्छी नहीं है, हाइट नहीं है. But my interviews in Vistara Airline, I cleared my BMI round without any problem. हाँ, one thing is very mandatory in Vistara Airlines. You must have 60% percentage marks in your 12th class. Yeah, it's a very mandatory. If you don't have 60% marks, so sorry, maybe they will never allow, because their criteria is 60% marks in the 12th class. If you will register for the Vistara Airlines, so you can see the video, or you can see the email ID. They specially wrote this thing, especially कि होना चाहिए 60% marks. After that, they will reject you, they will never give you any chance for the interview. So yeah, these two things are very important. First is 60% marks, and height is not too much, like they hire the candidates 155 centimeter. And I personally cleared my BMI round, so I personally prefer you should to go. Don't think too much about the bad things, I that, like, you know that. So I prefer you should to go, okay, without any hesitation. So when I went for the interview, before 6 months later, so first thing I never knew about that, and no one told me that if I'm rejected in second round, so they will give me a cooling period times. Otherwise मैं और अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करके जाती, क्योंकि मुझे पता नहीं था कि दे विल गिव यू अ कूलिंग पीरियड टाइम. बट गई मैं इंटरव्यू के लिए, तब मुझे पता चला. सो इफ़ यू आर गोइंग फॉर द इंटरव्यू, यू आर रिजेक्टेड इन फर्स्ट राउंड, so they will never give you any cooling period time. Okay. Their first round is BMI round, so if you are rejected in BMI round, they never give you any cooling period time. And you are rejected in second and third round, so definitely they will give you a cooling period time. And you have to follow the procedure, because lots of girls like said like that, "Hmm, हम email ID change कर लेंगे and then I can go." So it's not like that. You have to follow the procedure यार. I also, मैं भी इतनी देर से वेटिंग कर रही थी कि कब मेरा 6 महीना वो होगा, कब मैं दोबारा जाऊँगी. सो दिस इज़ द प्रोसीजर. सो जब भी इंटरव्यू के लिए जाओ, पूरा प्रिपेयर होके जाओ. अदरवाइज इफ़ यू आर सिलेक्टेड इन BMI राउंड and then you are rejected in BM after the JD round type, so you never gave the interview, you will never give the interview for 6 months. So be prepared. And yeah, सो व्हेन आई वेंट फॉर द इंटरव्यू, मैंने पहले भी वीडियो अपलोड किया है, अभी अभी किया था. सो यू कैन सी दैट बॉयज़ वॉज मेल कैबिन क्रू वॉज ऑल्सो ऑलरेडी देयर फॉर द इंटरव्यूज़ पर्पज़. हाँ, उन्होंने पहले बोल दिया था कि हम बॉयज़ के लिए इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं. सो उनको जानना पड़ गया था. एंड they just conducted the interview for the girls only, for the females. So yeah, their first round was uh, first round was BMI round. And in Vistara Airlines, yeah, you can say that their BMI round is literally strict, because uh, I also see that lots of girl was rejected for the very little kinds of a reason. They was rejected the candidates for the pimples, and they was rejected the candidates for yellowish teeth. My one of the friend was rejected for the teeth. Yeah, because they was she was saying like that your teeth is not properly cleaned, you should to work on yourself. Okay, you should take like precautions is matter a lot. So one was rejected for that, and lots of girl was rejected for. My personal one of friend was rejected for a facial hair. Yes. And वैक्सीन वगैरह करवा के जाना, because I saw the lots of girls, they said like that first you go for the vaccine, like vaccine, yeah, vaccine, and then you come. So it's a very embarrassing. So if you are going for the interview, please take care, please इन सब चीज़ों का थोड़ा ध्यान रखना, एंड देन यू गो फॉर द इंटरव्यू. ओके. एंड या, व्हेन मेरी टर्न आई थी, सो दे चेक माई हाइट, दे चेक माई वेट. माई हाइट वॉज गुड एंड आई क्लियर द BMI राउंड. But one thing, yeah, I also want to say to everyone, in Vistara Airline there is a no JD topic, there is a no JD round. They asked you lots of question, but it's not like a JD round. Okay, so JD round का कोई वो नहीं है इसमें, but they will ask you lots of question. So you can't say like JD round नहीं होता. उनका क्वेश्चनिंग हो स्टार्ट हो जाता है उसमें BMI round में. They start a question in BMI round, and after that in every rounds they ask a lots of question. So be prepared for that. And yeah, in BMI round उन्होंने मुझसे भी क्वेश्चन पूछ किया था. She said why your shirt is so tickled. So I said that ma'am, I am coming for so fast, and in just because of the traveling and all these types of stuff, that's because of that my shirt is tickled. So she said okay, it's okay, कोई बात नहीं. So, and one thing was, she also asked me that you know that in which place we are conducting the interviews. So I never knew about that. So I said no ma'am, I never know about that. So she said we are conducting the interview for Bangalore, so you can manage or not. So I said yeah, I can manage. So she said okay, you are going for the next round. And that time, to be honest, I am also one of them. Everyone was said like that, your height is not good, your height is not good. And then I know that if you're not going for the interview just because of doubting yourself, so it's not good for you. You should to give the interview, and then you can know that कि क्या चल रहा है. सो दैट टाइम आई वॉज़ वेरी हैप्पी. मैंने सोचा ही नहीं कि रिजेक्शन हो गया या कुछ हो गया. आई वॉज़ वेरी हैप्पी फॉर द माई BMI राउंड, बिकॉज सेल्फ डाउट मेरा एक जो था बहुत दिनों से, वो क्लियर हो गया दैट माई हाइट इज़ ओके. नाउ आई कैन नाउ आई कैन वेंट फॉर द इंटरव्यू अगेन. सो BMI राउंड का मुझे कोई भी टेंशन नहीं होगा मे बी. सो आफ्टर दैट 10 गर्ल्स को वो बुला रहे थे सेकेंड राउंड में, एंड दे आस्क अ लॉट्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन टू वन गर्ल्स. या, एक एक गर्ल से वो इतने सारे क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे थे. बट वन थिंग आई पर्सनली लाइक अबाउट द विस्तारा एयरलाइन इज़ दैट the actors are very friendly, and the HRs is very supporting. If you're going for the interview, if you will go for the interview, so you can also uh, notice this thing that HRs is very friendly in Vistara Airlines especially. So I personally like one thing about Vistara. So when I went for the second round, they asked lots of question to everyone. उनके पास बहुत सारा टाइम है, हर कैंडिडेट को वो बहुत टाइम देते हैं, एंड दे आस्क लॉट्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन टू एवरीवन. So they asked a very basic question to everyone, like where you want to go in your future. This question was asked by everyone, where you want to go in future, and last time where you went there, and which types of experience you gained, and lots of questions they asked. And they asked one question to me, that uh, how will you treat your passengers before the boarding, like how will you meet your passengers, and how will you treat your passengers. So these types of a question they were asked. And why you choosing Vistara Airlines, what you know about our Vistara Airlines, and why you want to become as a cabin crew. They asked lots of questions. If you want all the questions of Vistara Airlines, so definitely you do the comment. I will make the video of this also. So they asked these types of questions. And in second round they उन्होंने maybe 4 to 5 girls they select for the third round. Yeah, but that time my communication skills was not too good, and just because of that I was rejected. And I knowledge about that, because I knew that that time my communication skills was not good. Just because of that I rejected there. But now I worked so much on myself, and now is okay. Now I'm just waiting for the interview dates. I know that interview is conducting in Mumbai, but I can't go there. But yeah, whenever they will conduct interviews in Delhi, Jaipur, and whenever nearby me, so definitely I will go for the interviews. So I personally prefer you one thing, whenever you go for the interview, uh, take care about the BMI round, vaccine. Yeah, vaccination. They asked everyone to one question is, are you fully vaccinated or not? So if you are not fully vaccinated, you don't have your certificate. So please arrange your certificate before go for the interviews. डॉक्यूमेंट्री इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो जितनी भी डॉक्यूमेंट्री वो बोलते हैं, सो प्लीज़ सॉफ्ट कॉपी रखना सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स की. नो मैटर योर पासपोर्ट, नो मैटर इज़ योर ट्वेल्थ एंड या ट्वेल्थ सर्टिफिकेट, एंड वैक्सीनेटरी सर्टिफिकेट, आधार कार्ड, पैन कार्ड, ऑल द डॉक्यूमेंट्स. Please be prepared for the documentary also, and prepare for the BMI round and all these things. So this was my experience. I personally spent maybe 6 to 7 hours in the hotel, because candidates was a lots of candidates there, so they consume a lots of time to everyone. Yeah, because in Vistara interviews वो कैंडिडेट्स पे बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान देते हैं. सो टाइम तो लगता ही है वहाँ पे. सो आई स्पेंड मे बी 6 to 7 hours in Jaipur interviews. So now I personally prefer you. I gain lots of interview to everyone's, and those things I experience, so I personally prefer to you everyone, like you should to go for the interviews. Don't think too much about that, like one of the girl was said like that, the I should to go or not. Please go for the interviews, don't think too much about that. Lots of girls was always saying like that, you should not do, your height is like that, is that. Please ऐसा मत करो, because they just want that to down the competition. Okay, so I personally prefer you, don't think too much about that, go for the interviews. So, and this was my experience, that was so good. No matter I was rejected or I was selected, it's not like that. I gained lots of interviews experience there. So that wise I hope this video will helpful for you. Please be prepared for the BMI round, please be prepared for the BMI round, please, please, please. And yeah, documentary round is also important. So all the best for your interviews. And if you want the another experience video for the Vistara airline, so I am also waiting for the interviews of Vistara airlines. I hope so. They will conduct the interviews in Jaipur again. I'm not living in Jaipur, but yeah, Jaipur is nearby here. So I also waiting for that. So if you want another video for experience and you have any doubt, you have any types of any types of problems, you can do the comments. I will try to give all the answer of your question. And if you want the updates of Vistara airline interview, so I also try to make the videos of that, because I don't बहुत दिनों से time नहीं था, so that's why I never upload any video, because exams भी चल रहे हैं, so that's why. But I try to make the videos. If you have any doubts, you have any comments, I will try to make the video. So all the best for your interviews, and take care of yourself, and bye bye, take care of yourself.